Hello, welcome to the weather update. It is 10 o'clock on August 30th, 2021. Thunderstorms, showers around us, but we never really got anything on Long Island. Just some cool clouds on the horizon in the afternoon, which you see right here, as well as here and here. Move this along here. You'll be able to see that cloud there. You can see some of those thunderstorm clouds in the distance. And then and we also had some really pretty clouds in the evening. More of these thunderstorm clouds, the blow-off from them really made for a beautiful sunset. And I do have a video of it, a little rushed video of it, but that's sort of like what it looks like. It was pretty darn amazing. Look at those colors in the sky there. So, yeah, very humid out there right now. Still dealing with a lot of humidity. Dew points are... Whoops. Wrong one. Dew points still in the 70s out there, and it was a little warm in the afternoon too. Right now we have temperatures in the mid 70s across Long Island. Carl Place not reporting a proper dew point, but 77 with a dew point of 72 at Farmingdale, 75 with the dew point of 74 at Islip. You get the idea. And warmer in the city, of course, 81 in Central Park. So let's see what today's highs were for the day. We'll go look at that. Yes, we have a flash flood watch in effect. I'm going to talk about the damage from Ida in another video. All right. Look at that. Carl Place, 89. Very warm in the middle of Nassau. Another 89 reading in Belrose. 89 also in Locust Valley as well. South Shore, noticeably better, of course. They live in the good life. Highs only in the upper 70s and low 80s there. And even at Farmingdale, only 82. Islip 82, and it just went away again. I don't know why it did that. 82 at Islip, 80 at Shirley, 81 at West Hampton, but certainly the middle of Nassau was pretty hot. 88 LaGuardia, the middle of and the North Shore of Nassau was hot. 88 at LaGuardia, 83 at JFK, 84 at Central Park, and then as you go into New Jersey, you're noticing the 90s. Looks like 90 in Newark, and let's see, Toms River probably got up there too as well. Yep, close to 90 in Toms River as well. And they had some storms over there, too. Some showers and thunderstorms in Toms River. Some pretty heavy ones. And there were actually people struck by lightning. And we're going to get to that, too. So 89 for a high in Toms River, 88 at Lakehurst. Let's go look at, go back to the, let's look at the precipitation here. And actually, we could do it this way. Yeah, let's do 6-hour precipitation. So you could see where these cells formed. Looks like Toms River itself didn't get too much. Seaside got a half an inch, 0.53, and then 1.75 around Bayville. So that's where the cell really set up around Bayville. And you could see there was actually some more cells actually that developed over Atlantic County too, and dumped even more rain there. And they had some rain yesterday too, I believe, as well. Some heavy showers in Atlantic County as well. Not too much in our area. So let's go back to the temperatures here, and we'll show you what it was like in Toms River today. We'll use this, whoops, let's use Lakehurst. Just to give you an idea how brutal it was in Lakehurst today. You'll see here temperatures, actually, not that bad, only mid-80s. Oh, no, go back. Yeah, you go there, your upper 80s. I think those dew points, too, pretty high as well. So kind of brutal there, but that's kind of similar to what it was here in Central Nassau. We were dealing with that too. And we'll go ahead and look at Islip. Show you what Islip was today, what Islip was like. And you'll see, again, a lot better there with the sea breeze, but the humidity was still high. But at least there was a sea breeze. Whereas here in oh, God, it was horrible. Just horrible. And so when I got off the bus and got to Rockville Center, it was like a completely different world. You know, not just with the weather, but the weather was a lot cooler and a lot better than in the middle of the island. It was pretty damn brutal. That's for sure. And let's go to Wonderground now and look at some more observations here. And get some more observations from Wonderground here. Now, of course, the dew point's not working at Carl Place, so that's a bit of a problem. Let's use this station on the west side of Searingtown. I don't know why their dew point isn't working properly. Let's see what yeah, pretty hot day today. There you go. Upper 80s. So that's about right. Upper 80s, peaking in the afternoon when the sun came out, and you could see those dew points pretty high up there as well. So yeah, it was a brutal day today. Of course, if you were on the South Shore living it up. You wouldn't have to worry about that, would you? Let's go to Massapequa Park in Bar Harbor, and you'll see how good they had it there, avoiding that kind of heat. Let's see what they had today. I'm sure they didn't get nearly as hot as we did. Yeah, not even 80 degrees. They peaked at 1 o'clock, and then after that, they were only in the 70s with a nice sea breeze. Of course, enjoying it while, middle of the island. Let's see how Patchogue was. I have a feeling even North Patchogue wasn't that bad today. It was just horrible here in Central Nassau. It was just a horribly steamy, unbelievably uncomfortable day. Worse than I thought it was going to be. Of course, I can't complain too much, given what's happened in New Orleans and Louisiana, but still very brutal. Yeah, see, they were only in low 80s, too, as well. So, a lot better there, that's for sure. Let's look at the satellite image, and we're going to actually go... Well, let's start with this satellite image. You can see the showers and thunderstorms on the satellite image already, but we have fairly clear skies, some cirrus off to the west, and that's actually that might actually be from Ida. Let's go look at the CONUS here. I'm going to do a CONUS loop. Yeah, I think it's from Ida. There you go. That's what Ida looks like. You can still see clearly this huge storm now, and it's still dumping lots and lots of rain, and it is still a tropical depression right now. So, and it is moving in our direction. So, that is something to look at. So let's actually make this a 120 loop, so you get to see it go as it goes through the country here. As it goes inland, you can sort of see how it's moving in, and it's still plenty of moisture, plenty of convection. Was a huge hurricane, and it has a lot of moisture with it. You can also see a backdoor cold front right here. So if I pause it right, let me back this up a little bit here. So pause this here. Let's go over here. You can see here is Ida. I'll put this in red. So this is Ida right here. And this is your backdoor cold front right here. So you have a backdoor cold front right over here. All right. So you have these two weather features, and this backdoor cold front is what's triggering these thunderstorms over here. All right. And then, of course, if we look at the west, you can see the smoke, which we'll get to in a moment as well. So there you go. That's what it looks like, and quite incredible, really, to see on the satellite. Such a nice signature there from this. Let's go. I'll move this back to a 36 frame loop, and let's go to the Pacific Northwest just to show you again. These fires in California are exploding once again. Oh my God. Look at this. So you have multiple natural disasters taking place across the country. Look at these fires here just exploding, not just in California, but in Oregon too, and Washington. You have just look at those smoke plumes, especially as the sun goes. Let me move that again. Let me get that there so you can get an idea of what's. Look at that. Look at that. Look at all the smoke that's drifting in over Nevada. So there's a lot of smoke coming off of California right now. And look at all the smoke trapped in the valley, too. It's just an incredible... You follow the fires over there. It's just... I mean, we have multiple natural disasters. It's like almost like there's so many natural disasters going on at once right now. And let's look at the MODIS satellites. Again, you can see here are the fires in California. So we have that natural disaster going on there. All right. So the smoke is drifting into Colorado, Utah, and then you have this natural disaster, Ida. So two major natural disasters going on right now, which is pretty incredible. And this is we're going to talk about that in another video, but you can still see. Look, this was today. Look at it. Still, I mean, look at how long it's taken this thing to weaken. Yes, it's just a tropical depression now. Julian's gone, but now we have Kate. So here's Ida. All right, so this is the main threat's going to be the flooding threat, and you can see some of the graphics here that they have on the screen. That rain is actually going to go right over over Kentucky, and then it's going to drift over into our area Wednesday night into Thursday, and it's just going to be so much rain from this. All right, so much rain, and so we have Ida, then we have Tropical Storm Kate. All right, maximum sustained winds. Let's take a look at this. This is going to stay out in the ocean, so I don't want to spend too much time on this. But we do a Tropical Storm Kate that let's get the latest public advisory on this. Kate remains a sheer tropical cyclone over the open waters of the Central Atlantic as of 5 p.m. Atlantic Standard Time. Location 22.7 north, 50.9 west, about 805 miles east-northeast of the Leeward Islands. Maximum sustained winds 40 miles an hour, moving north at 10 miles an hour. This is not a threat to anyone, so I'm not really going to spend too much time on it. All right. And then we have this one here. This one also has a significant chance of development. This wave just so the tropics are really at their peak now, as you can see here. All right. Let's go to the radar now, which I didn't show before. We'll put the radar here to show you. So we are under a flash flood watch for all these rains as well. And you can see some scattered showers and thunderstorms. But this is the real meat of it right here in Mississippi, Tupelo, into Alabama, Tuscaloosa, and you can see this stretches all the way down to the Gulf. So it's got like feeder bands coming all the way up from the Gulf. So there's going to be a ton of rain. You also have this over here too. Looks like some severe weather along in coastal Virginia as well. So let's get to the models here, and we will take a look at the GFS first. And you can see the ridge here, see the backdoor front. Let's move this along here as we go into tomorrow. We'll have a little bit of a nice day tomorrow with this backdoor front, trying to maybe bring a little relief to the humidity. Then we start seeing the moisture from Ida move into the picture Wednesday, late Wednesday, into Thursday morning, and then it moves on out. And then we'll have nice weather building in, hopefully for the holiday weekend, with the high building in there. But there you go. There's Ida, and that's going to bring a tremendous amount of rain. If we look at the rainfall here. Let me maybe move this into the eastern U.S. here. You can get an idea of the total accumulated precip. And the GFS has done really good on this. So here's your total. Look at that. I mean, we could get 4 or 5 inches of rain. There's going to be a lot of flash flooding again. And this is going to fall in... let's see, it is August 3rd, so it will miss the deadline. If this fell in August, it would definitely have been the wettest August in Central Park, but it's not. It's going to kick off September. But still, we could say it's the wettest 30-day period, at least. That is quite a swath of rain right there. So let's get a little closer into our area. Let's go to the HRRR and the 0Z HRRR and look at the rainfall here. This is probably not going to take us into Wednesday night, but I just want to show you that tomorrow there's still a slight chance of showers over mainly New Jersey because, of course, the backdoor front's going to get hung up. And then here comes the rain. Now, the HRRR is much faster. Move some of the rain showers in for earlier on Wednesday with a little bit of a warm front, I guess. Then there's a break, and then we get into the heavier stuff in the evening. All right. Looking at the dew points... you'll see some dew point relief here for tomorrow. You see this backdoor front trying to make it through, but it's going to stall out. So I won't make it too far south, but it might bring some dew point relief, at least for Long Island, with dew points maybe making it to around 60 degrees, as low as that. In the southern half of New Jersey, you're probably not going to see dew points get much below the upper 60s. And you'll see the wind tomorrow. We start off with the north to northeast wind, and then it shifts to the south later on in the day. And then we start seeing that tropical moisture coming up. And, yeah, there's going to be some wind with this, too, as well. Here we are at 8 o'clock on Wednesday night, and you can see the wind coming in. Believe it or not, there's still a center of circulation with this thing. It's amazing to see. Let's look at the temperatures now on the HRRR. So here's your temperatures for tomorrow. We'll be in the 80s, I think. Not too much warmer than that. And then for Wednesday, obviously, with the clouds and the showers, we'll probably only be in the 70s. And you can see it's developed more into an extra tropical type of system, but some kind of somewhat hybrid. It has some tropical characteristics. Let's go to the GFS now. This will take us a little further along here with the temperatures. So here's the temperatures for tomorrow. So you got the 80s. And you can see Wednesday, it won't be very warm at all with that east wind. Thursday, the showers will be moving on out. But I don't know if we're going to see much sunshine. And then for Friday, it's be nice and cool. 70s for Friday. Look at that, 70s for Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Let's look at those dew points as well behind. And once we get through with Ida, we'll go ahead and look at this as well. So you see that dry air trying to get into the picture tomorrow. Actually, GFS in some areas with dew points in the 50s. I wouldn't be that optimistic, but yeah, you never know. But then the humidity starts increasing Wednesday, and then you can see there's the center of the storm moving by. Here's Thursday, and then the winds shift to the north and bring in much drier air, and that brings in some really nice low dew points for Saturday and then Sunday, and then we start to see the dew points maybe start going up by Labor Day. Let's go look at the let's look at the rainfall totals again here. Total accumulated. Well, let's go to the rain first. All right, so this is the rain, and you can see this is the heavy rain here that's going to move over us Thursday. All right, and we look at the total accumulated precip. You'll see here, look at that. That is quite a bit of rain here. At least 2 inches, probably more. And considering how saturated things are, it's not going to take much to cause some flooding. The other concern would be the winds, believe it or not. Let's look at the winds here, because there is a bit of a wind circulation. I mean, nothing it's just going to be breezy. It's going to be breezy, so it could cause some scattered power outages. Just scattered power outages. Nothing major, but it could cause some scattered power outages. Let's go to the NAM, which is the other model we can look at as well, the NAM 12, and look at as well as the precipitation. And this is the 0Z NAM 12, but I'm going to go to the 18Z NAM 12. So I think tomorrow will be fairly dry. Maybe southern New Jersey gets in on some thunderstorms, but other than that, the rain will really start arriving here. And look at this heavy rain. It could set up as some kind of squall line, according to the NAM, by the way. Let's take a look and see how much rain total accumulated precip the NAM gives us. And it's even more impressive. Some areas could be pushing 6 inches upstate. So this is definitely going to cause some flooding. And it's right over our area, too, as well. So all the models seem to agree on that track, that it's going to be right over our area, and that we're going to be dealing with this heavy, heavy rain. Let's go to the RGEM, and we're going to go and use this. Now, the RGEM is much further to the south for whatever reason, which I'm not buying at all, by the way. So let's go look at the skies as we go in tomorrow. I think we'll have some more sunshine tomorrow than today. We had sunshine break out in the afternoon, which caused things to heat up relatively quickly. But you'll see here that tomorrow we'll have some sunshine and then some cirrus clouds probably around later on from Ida, and then Wednesday we'll see more and more away of those clouds, and then Thursday we'll probably have the clouds hanging on, maybe clearing out before sunset, and that should lead to a nice clear day on Friday. Let's go to the NAM. A little more in the way of clouds, but I still think we'll see a good deal of sunshine. Oddly enough, it does seem to bring in some more clouds in the afternoon, and I have a feeling that is in response to some showers and thunderstorms developing. And then Wednesday we'll see more in the way of clouds, with Ida. I'm going to still refer to it as Ida, although it's a depression. It's very well a center of circulation. Let me see what this does for the thunderstorm threat and see what this pops anything over us. Not really. We'll have to keep an eye on that. Could be some thunderstorms around tomorrow. All right, and I want to get to what happened in Toms River too. I almost forgot about that, but let me get through the rest of this first. Let me go to that right now. So we're going to go to that. Toms River patch. It should be in the Toms River patch. I think it would be in the Toms River patch what happened. Let's see if it is. And it's not. Unbelievable. Nope. Not in there. Unbelievable. Not in there. Okay. What about WOBM? Nope. Oh, yeah, here we go. This is the lightning strike. So here we go. NJ lifeguard killed 6 injured by out-of-the-blue lightning on beach. I wouldn't say it was out of the blue. It looked like there were thunderstorms nearby. So a lifeguard, this is bad. He was fatally struck by lightning, and 8 other people were injured Monday afternoon on Ocean County Beach. The deadly strike happened even though the closest storm appears to have been 4 miles away. The guard was struck on the township beach between 21st and 23rd Streets at around 4:30 p.m. So this happened in the beach between Island Beach State Park and Seaside Park. The lifeguard could not hear after being hit, according to the sheriff. Another 3 lifeguards and 4 people on the beach were also injured. The lifeguard was later pronounced dead. So unfortunately, this was fatal. And this is why the beach, got to be really careful. This is a bolt. They say a bolt out of the blue. According to this, New Jersey 101.5 Chief Meteorologist Dan Zauer said there doesn't appear to have been a thunderstorm directly overhead at the time, but there was a thunderstorm about 4 miles away in Lavallette. Lightning bolts have been known to travel 30 miles outside of an actual thunderstorm cloud. So how is 6 people injured when just 1 person was struck by lightning? Zara said lightning always looks for the easiest way to the ground. The lifeguard was the highest point in his chair, which is why he got struck. The electricity travels through him, through the chair, into the ground. That's why a second lifeguard may have also gotten struck. So you got to be careful with these thunderstorms, with lightning. And a beach especially is a spot, but this is where the cell was. You could see it was pretty close. This is so lightning can travel. It's rare, but usually this happens in Florida. But again, the East Coast is becoming more tropical. So is that really a surprise? No, it is not a surprise at all whatsoever. So let's go to windy.com and we will look at how these remnants of Ida could affect us here. Let's go to wind gusts here, and you can still see the circulation here, by the way. This is the European. Let's go to the GFS. But I think all the models are pretty much going to agree. Here we are. You can see the remnants making their way toward us. The winds, you can see the winds might be a little bit of a factor over us. So let's go, and this would be Wednesday night that we might have some of these wind gusts. And some of them could be up to 35 miles an hour. I mean, it's just not going to take a whole lot. And on the backside, too, some 30-mile-an-hour gusts. It's not going to take a whole lot to cause a power issue in some areas with some scattered outages, especially with all the rain that we will be getting. Will it kick up the surf? Not really. Well, actually, it looks like it does kick up the surf a little bit. So it will kick up the surf a little, believe it or not. Now, if we look at some other models with the wind, like the European, probably maybe be a little more amplified, perhaps. We'll have to see. It might be. We'll have to see. We'll have to watch for the potential of strong winds with this. Of course, the European is a little more amp. Oh, boy, yeah, on the backside, maybe some gusts to 50. So we'll have to keep an eye on this one. We've been surprised by these storms before. So there's also the NAM as well. But the main issue is going to be the rain. And if we looked at the European model, we can look at precipitation here, rain accumulation, a 3-day, let's do the 3-day rain accumulation here. Might have to be the 5-day. This is the 3-day rain accumulation. You can see some areas here getting a lot. The European, not quite as bullish with Long Island, but still 2.33 inches. Let's see the GFS. GFS is a little more. See, GFS is a good track record. So that's why I want to go 3.32 inches. So that could be a lot of rain that's going to fall. And it's definitely going to cause some more flooding. And that is not what we need. But I think that is what we will be getting here. Meanwhile, they can't get a drop of rain in California. And they're dealing with these fires continuing. Only one last thing I want to look at. HRRR smoke model. Let's do that. And we'll see if we're going to see any of this smoke make its way toward us or not. For the most part, it looks like it won't. So we will not be dealing with the smoke, but you can see it's definitely going to spread into the Midwest. We've been fortunate the smoke hasn't been too bad. We've had a few days of it here and there, but a lot of areas of the country have it a lot worse. So that's going to wrap up this weather update. Take care, and thanks for watching.